Alright, so I might have the wildest Air Max that's come out in a while, and it's not a collaboration, it's not a limited quantity, not an energy release, quick strike, anything like that, but it's one that's still sitting on Nike websites and other boutique stores pretty much everywhere. And what we're talking about today, guys, is going to be the Air Max 1 Premium Denim Leopard. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? It's Mike from the Sneaker History Podcast, and we are back with another video. Guys, you already know the drill. Hit the subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, hit the notification bell so that way you know anytime a new video just like this is coming out. Now, that's going to help us get through it. Repeat it. The algorithm, guys. You already know we're trying to get through the algorithm because YouTube is a challenge to just be seen sometimes. And with the help that you guys give me, being able to interact, it takes 10 seconds, guys. 10 whole seconds to hit those buttons. It does a wonder for the channel. So for everyone who's done so, I appreciate you because we're almost at 3,000 subscribers, only 200 away from the time of this recording. And anyone who will do so, I appreciate you as well. Now, before we get into the shoe, I gotta take a shout out to the friends over at Chalkline. They do heck of
Today, Junior.
Great. I always like to call them nerd clothes, but that's not really it. It's almost like full of nostalgia. They have like these great licensing deals, collaboration deals, where they do things like this cool Venom jersey. They also sent me some different things from their Marvel collection that just dropped, I want to say a week or two since, before this recording, which I'll put a picture up there and leave a link in the description so you guys can check out what they have. But they do a lot of stuff from wrestling. If you're a big fan of like WWF, WCW, WWE, they have a lot of collections they've done in the past, and I think they still continue to do now. But also they bring out Ninja Turtles sometimes. One of my personal favorites was the Power Ranger collection they did. So if you really like that kind of nostalgic type branding, that nostalgic type clothing, check them out. They're doing a lot of different things than what other brands are doing, so I really can appreciate it because I love this kind of stuff. But check them out. They definitely have something for this summer, or if you guys live in maybe a cooler region, they have some cool like windbreakers and jackets like that. So check them out. Again, shout out to you guys. I really appreciate you guys sending me some of the Marvel collection. I've been wearing it nonstop, so appreciate it, guys. But let's get right back into the shoe. And what we're looking at today, again, you saw is the Air Max 1 Premium and the Denim Leopard, and that's what people are calling it, I guess. What Nike says, it is the medium blue and white, which might be the most understated description of this color that you can get because, yes, it is blue from the denim. It does have white, but there's so much more going on in this shoe. I feel like they kind of playing it really coy with this particular description. Anywho, like I said in the intro, this is not a collaboration. This is not a quick strike, an energy release. It is something they released on sneakers. It is still sitting there now. If you go to any other like Sneaker Politics or any other oneness, things like that, you go to those boutique sites, they're still sitting as well. I wouldn't be surprised if by the next time we talk, they're gonna be on sale because for some reason, people are not appreciating some of these Air Max 1s that are dropping. And you guys know I'm pretty critical on Nike sometimes with what they're doing. So when I say this is a good shoe, when they say they're doing some great things with Air Max 1s, I really mean it. It's become one of my favorites of the year. I've always loved the Air Max 1, but with the colors that they're producing, the different creative things they're doing, it's been one of my favorites of 2023 so far of sneakers to pick up. Now, with that being said, guys, this shoe has so much going on. It may be hard to wear, but at the same time, you can figure it out. I mean, you just wear some neutral colors and let the shoe really speak for itself. But this is almost like a play on the, I guess, feels like it has a connection with another sneaker that released, another Air Max 1. And that's the Great Indoors pair, which I'll put up here, of course. It was one that was in a women's only, but it did come up to a size 12. So people who were in that between size 8 up to size 10 and a half men, they can actually fit that sneaker. I wear a size 10. I tried to get them, they actually sold out. Very weird. So I assumed this one would do the same. I was wrong, thank goodness. I was actually able to grab this one with ease literally a week or two after actual release, and I'm pretty happy with this pickup. I'm actually really excited about this one because it's just so different. It really goes well with, again, just adding on to my Air Max 1 collection because I feel like when you go back, the Air Max 1 has such a storied history of all these really bright, out there, just really creative colors and makeups that maybe this is not something that will be appreciated now, but I feel like in true Air Max history or true Air Max 1 history, after a while, people look back like, oh, I wish I would have got that one in. You look up, this shoe's $500 for no reason. And by no means I'll look at planning on selling these, but I like to have them so I don't have to look back and say, oh, why didn't I buy that before when it was, retail or on sale? So anywho, getting into the shoe itself, again, the Denim Leopard really says it all. We have a couple different prints of leopard. We're gonna have our denim, but let's really break it down because the way they describe their sneaker on the Nike website is gonna basically be a tribute to Americana fashion, and just like you, I had no idea what that meant. So dug into the good old Google, and it told me that Americana fashion is just basically things that really speak to, I guess, the history of America, which if I was smart enough, I would have realized Americana. So that's why you have a lot of the denim makeup, the patchwork. That's some of the things that were really, I don't want to say special to American fashion by any means, but that was something that was a big part of, I guess, of American fashion. So diving into it, again, you're gonna have a big makeup of the shoe. It's gonna be this kind of dark blue denim. Almost reminds me of selvage denim just with the color. I mean, I guess you can have any color selvage denim. But anywho, that's just kind of reminds me of it. And I guess don't count how many times I said anywho in this video, because I think we're up to 3 or 4 now, so ignore that. But as we get into the shoe, it's going to be the toe box here. We're looking at, it's going to have a dark blue denim toe box, everything basically wrapping around the mud guard and ran to the sneaker. And it's going to have those traditional like double yellow denim stitching you're going to see here as well. So really cool. And with that, there's some exaggerated stitching too, as we're talking about patchwork, putting things together. So you're going to see there's a couple of big exaggerated stitches here on the lateral side of the toe box, along with the lateral side of the sneaker going towards the heel and midfoot area. But as we get onto the toe box itself, it's going to be this weird, I don't know what this material is. It's a textile, of course. It is not a leather or suede. It almost feels like it has this felt finish to it, but it's like pressed in designs. It almost reminds me like it could be like a floral print, almost something like you would see in like old sofas, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But you have to get this real close look, which I'll have on B-roll for you. But I really like it because it's just something different. You don't see it, so I can't tell if it's like floral print or more animal print. You guys be the judge there. Now, of course, the namesake of the shoe, or at least the second half of it, the leopard print. Wow, I can't speak today, guys. Sorry about that. But leopard print is going to be more of an orange leopard print here. We're going to get right at the edge of the eyelets here before we get into some more denim. But it's going to be really, bright, really exaggerated orange here when it comes to that leopard print. But you're also going to get another leopard print we're going to see a little bit later in the sneaker towards the back. But as we get up to the eyelets of the sneaker, we're going to have some more denim. It actually almost looks like a different denim than we're getting on the rand and the mud guard here. So this one seems to be a darker blue denim than what we're getting everywhere else on the shoe. And I'm trying to, yeah, it does. It looks like a completely dark one. I didn't realize that till just now. I thought it was the same color. But as I'm looking at them really touching, I think it's actually a darker denim here, which is cool. I love the patchwork idea. So it's going to have these all denim eyelets here, and it's going to be just kind of embroidered around to give us some more structure around the hole so that way nothing's ripping through. But as you've noticed, look at these rope laces. These are massive. This is definitely something you would typically get in some kind of collaboration or some kind of super limited release, because they don't really do this in these inline releases. So I really like the fact that they went and did something different to stay in line with the shoe of just being just this hodgepodge of denim and different, patchworks. I can appreciate that. Now, as we open up these laces, of course, you want to get to the tongue, which is going to be denim as well. But what I really like about the tongue is that it is going to have, like most jeans have that patch at the back with the branding. It's going to have that leather patch with the Nike Air Max logo. It's actually going to be branded and laser printed in there. So that's really cool. So kind of like burned in. So I really like that. Really represents that old or even new denim sometimes. Now, the top of the eyelets here, you're going to have, again, more denim, but you're going to have these kind of brass or gold top eyelets here that will be done up in metal as well. And around the ankle collar, I have no idea what this is. It's a floral print, but it's done as like this chili red and kind of goldenrod color that has a mix of floral print and Nike swooshes in it, which gives the shoe just a right hint of pop to break up the kind of duller, darker, deeper colors of that leopard print and the denim, of course. Now, the inside is going to be really kind of textured, and I guess the word I want to go, really textured sock line around the ankle and Achilles area that is almost kind of rough. I feel like it's going to be really heavy duty compared to a lot of the mesh that they typically put into the sock liner. This is a mesh, but it's super, super heavy duty. And getting into the shoe, we're going to really match that print on the ankle collar as well to a degree. Because it's going to be that chili red, and it's going to have these designs that are made up of different Nike swooshes, again in that kind of golden color. Of course, you have your white Nike swoosh at the bottom. Now, nothing special about this insole. It is very thin, so don't expect any additional comfort from here. So if you feel like you want something a little bit more comfortable, you can always switch out insoles for something else, right? Now, getting that back into the shoe, we're going to get to the heel cup, which is going to be done up in a different style of leopard print, which is going to be more of a natural color leopard print, as natural as it can be, which is going to be more of a brown and black and tan color, while you're going to have the Nike Air stitched in, Nike Air Max stitched in white. And right below that, you're going to get, of course, another hit of the denim that's going to match the rand of the sneaker. Now from here, we're gonna get right into the midsole, which it gets a little bit more basic here, but it makes sense. You don't want to do too much, but you're gonna have a white midsole all the way through, no accent colors until you get into the air bubble, which is gonna have that chili red color inside. Again, kind of hard to see, so that way, if hopefully the B-roll was able to catch it, but you do have a red accent, which again gives it that extra pop, just to really give you that red here, and of course in the inside. On the outsole, you're gonna get your traditional Air Max 1 traction, then up in all white rubber. You're gonna have your Nike Air here in the back, but that is the shoe, guys, and this one does fit true to size like any Air Max 1, at least in my opinion. Try them on. Everyone's split's different. I would suggest going true to size when it comes to Air Max 1s, but again, they're pretty littered anywhere you go. So if you go to a Nike store, I guess any boutiques, probably more you'd find those as opposed to like a Foot Locker and things like that. So pretty much go to your favorite shoe store, see if they have an Air Max 1, try it on. I say use that sizing, true to size is where you want to go. Now this one is probably going to be, I don't want to say hard to wear, but different to wear. I feel like you just have to keep it to like maybe khakis or khaki shorts, khaki pants, whatever it may be, and maybe just a white or black t-shirt. Keep it real muted up top, so that way the sneakers can speak for themselves. So I know you guys are probably thinking like, how in the world do you do it? Just do it. You rock your sneakers the way you want to, enjoy them the way you want to, especially if you want to have them as a statement piece, which I think this one is a perfect example of a sneaker being a statement piece. But you guys let me know down in the comments. Do you like this Air Max 1? Do you not like it? Do you have a pair? You need to know where to get a pair, which I will leave the link to the Nike website down below, so that you guys can grab these as needed, because there are full size runs still hanging around pretty much everywhere. But until next time, guys, see ya.